What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Mika Chanel, back with another edition of Mika Chanel is Just Diane. All right, I am here with another edition, another segment of Girl What. All right, tonight we are going to talk about two people, Charlie Sheen and Tamar Braxton, okay? Just some little random things that I've been seeing on the blogs this week, and the whole Charlie Sheen thing just blew up yesterday. So I'm like, let me get my booty down here and discuss it. All right, y'all. So first we're gonna talk about Tamar and her sisters. Now, I just happened to be watching clips on YouTube from the Wendy Williams show yesterday, and I see she has her gossip segment. And Michael Yo from The Insider, he comes on there or whatever. So he's on there and he's talking about how the Braxton sisters are all upset with Tamar. They are upset with Tamar because she went on Dancing with the Stars. They feel like she should not have gone on Dancing with the Stars because Tawanda wants to be on Dancing with the Stars. Now, I know I have heard her say, I'm not sure if it was on a show or on an interview, more than once I've heard her say, Tawanda, that she wanted to be on Dancing with the Stars. But at the same time, Dancing with the Stars didn't ask you, boo. What is Tamar supposed to do? Say no? No, that's not what she's supposed to do. All of these sisters are trying to be stars. You know what I'm saying? Toni was the breakout star. I guess they were all, singing together. Toni was able to break out on her own. You know what I'm saying? The other ladies kind of fell in place behind Toni, became her backup singers, were able to travel around the world because of her and everything. And I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't mean to make that loud ass noise. I'm like, let me scoot back a little bit. Anyway, my hips, y'all. Anyways, they got to travel the world. They got to be Toni's backup singers or whatever. And they, I'm sure they all wanted to be the headliner or whatever. So fast forward to them, the Braxtons coming out. They were all on equal footing. You know what I'm saying? Other than Toni Braxton, all the other sisters, the other four sisters, Tamar, Tawanda, Tracy, and Trina were all on the same level. You know what I'm saying? As far as, no one really knew who they were. The general public didn't know who they were. I want to say no one knew who they were, but the general public, us, we didn't know who they were, the other sisters. And, so Tamar broke out. She was the breakout star. She even outshines Toni to me from the very first season of Braxton Family Values, even to now. She is the one that outshines everyone. She has that big personality. It probably comes from her being the youngest, and one, probably being spoiled because she was the youngest. Two, probably trying to talk loud because she's the youngest. I know how that is. You know what I mean? And just having that over-the-top personality, because you already have 4 older sisters and an older brother, and here you come, number 6, and, number 7, right? Yeah, number 7. Here you come, number 7, and, I don't know, y'all. How many is it? I know, let's see. Let's name them. Toni, Tawanda, Tracy, Trina, Tamar, and their brother, Michael, right? Michael, I think is his name. Okay, so it's 6 of them. Okay. So, when you are in a big family like that, you have to, create your own voice. And it seemed like that's what Tamar did, So on the show, she was one of the breakout stars. And, then she has this super famous husband, Vince. He's managing Lady Gaga. He used to manage Toni Braxton. So he's able to, push her career along a little bit. But you can't hate on that. You know what I'm saying? Her sisters can't hate on the fact that she has a famous husband. They can't hate on the fact that America took to her personality pretty much over the rest of them. And it's not like we don't like the rest of the sisters. It's just that Tamar is the most vocal. I love me some Tamar. I know people like to hate on Tamar. They think she's team too much. I don't care. I love Tamar. She is funny. I think she's a genuine person. I can see her drive. I don't even know her personally, of course, but I could just see her drive just from watching her on her reality shows and her TV shows and just things like that. And for I understand that there is competition among siblings and sisters, but that competition should not be leaked out to the public. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should not be that bad to where people are talking about it. You know what I'm saying? You need to keep that amongst yourselves, work that out amongst yourselves, But we've always seen that I feel like Tawanda has had a problem, an issue with Tamar for a very long time, just from watching their show. All of them to me seem to have like this grudge against Tamar. I don't know if it's because she got her own reality show with her husband. Is it because she's on The Real now? Is it because, her singing career is taking off? I don't know what it is. But hopefully they're able to fix it, because it's one thing to fight with them on their reality show. It's another thing to be fighting in the public eye and having your people, coming back reporting, negative things that you're saying about your sisters and things like that. Like, that's just not cool to me. I want them to work. I want them to fix that. It's just ridiculous. And then there was they had discussed another thing on Wendy Williams, as far as, because, Tamar has been sick in the hospital, so she had to drop out of Dancing with the Stars, 1, and 2, she hasn't been on her show, The Real, hosting. So I guess there's a rumor that the producers had wanted her sister Tracy to come on and fill in for her for, one day while she was out. And they said that Tamar said, no, I don't want Tracy. And you know what? I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with that. You might feel like, okay, it's a little bit shady, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't know if I want someone comparing me to my sister, and I don't know. I just don't. And then too, Tracy is not someone. This is probably the main reason Tamar said no. Tracy is not someone that I would want to listen to on the TV. She can't talk. Now, I know she has a podcast or whatever, so maybe they thought that that's why she would be the best option or whatever, but she can't really talk that well. I mean, like, it's hard. Sometimes I feel like, what the hell is Tracy saying? She mispronounces words all the time, and I don't know. So I'm okay with Tamar saying no. Whatever. It is what it is. And them bitches been hating on her for a minute anyway. Not to be calling her sisters bitches, but they've been hating on her for a while. So it is what it is. What do you guys think about it? Do you think that Tamar was wrong for saying that she didn't want Tracy to fill in for her on the show? Do you think that Tamar was wrong for going on Dancing with the Stars? Let me know. Anyways, the second thing I wanted to talk about is the whole Charlie Sheen having HIV. It's very sad that he has this disease, you know what I'm saying? But it's not it's not like a death sentence, you know what I'm saying? Like it was, you know what I'm saying, when it first was like, when people were first getting the diagnosis of it or whatever. They've come a long way. There's no cure, of course. But they've come a long way, and look at Magic Johnson. I mean, he's had it since the late 80s, early 90s. Like, I mean, he seems to be perfectly, healthy. Charlie Sheen was on the Today Show today with Matt Lauer discussing his condition. Well, I first heard about the story yesterday. It was like a small thing that they were saying. I feel like it was TMZ or someone was saying that the National Enquirer was going to come out with this story. And then I guess Charlie Sheen wanted to beat them to the punch, which I don't blame him, because the best thing to do is get your own story out there and tell your own story. Don't let other people tell your story, okay? So anyway, so he was on the Today Show, and he was basically just saying he was diagnosed 4 years ago. He thought he had like cancer, a brain tumor or something like that, because he was having really bad headaches. He was having cold sweats at night and things. So he went into the hospital, and they gave him his diagnosis of HIV. He says that was 4 years ago. He went on medication right away. But what happened was he, I guess, had tried to confide in some people that he thought he could trust. And they started blackmailing him, like saying, oh, we're going to go to the media if you don't give us money or whatever. And then I guess he was also involved with some, I'm assuming they're like call girls or whatever, but he said they were in his inner circle. And so I'm thinking that these are like, you know, the high price call girls that kind of hang around, you know what I'm saying, celebrity crowds, you know. So anyway, so he was saying that these ladies were in his inner circle too, and he thought that he could trust them. And then he said that he was not having sex with anyone without disclosing his status. So he let them know, thinking that he can trust them. And then it turns out that they started blackmailing him as well. And then I guess one of the women went into his room, his bathroom, after they, you know, had their little night of fun or whatever, went into his bathroom and actually took pictures of his retroviral medication and was threatening to out him or whatever. And that is just the lowest of the low. I'm so sorry. You know, they also had his doctor on there, and his doctor was kind of explaining how, you know, he doesn't have AIDS. He is still in the HIV stage, and the level is very low. So it would be, you know, it wouldn't be that easy for him to pass it along. Not that you can't, but if, you know what I'm saying, the other person is diligent about what they need to do on their end, and he's diligent about what he needs to do on his end, then, you know, he can have a successful, like, you know, sex life with someone or whatever. But my whole thing about this story is I don't like somebody blackmailing somebody, telling them they're gonna out them. This man is sick in the head for a lot of years, okay, we know, and he's a horrible, miserable person, okay, we get that too, but it's just wrong. It's just wrong to say you're going to out someone. It's wrong to take pictures of somebody's medication with their names on it and then say you're going to sell it to some magazines unless you give me millions of dollars or whatever. He's like, these people were blackmailing him, and it went into like the millions of dollars. He didn't give an exact number. Like I heard 10 million floating around, but he didn't actually give an exact number that I heard. But he said it went up into the millions or whatever. First of all, how low of a person, how sick and money hungry and greedy can you be to say that you're going to run to some tabloids and out someone for being HIV positive? That is their business. He told you because he was sticking his penis in you, okay? That's the only reason why he told you, okay? Why are you then going to go, well, first of all, he shouldn't have been messing with prostitutes. I mean, if you're a prostitute, your moral compass is probably not that high anyway, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But then again, it's Charlie Sheen. I don't think his moral compass is all that high either. But it's just, you know what I'm saying? You have to draw the line somewhere. And like, I don't want anybody outing somebody for being a homosexual. I don't want anybody outing someone for having a life-threatening disease. You know what I'm saying? Unless he's running around here having unprotected sex with people and not disclosing it and running around saying, nah, I'm not going to tell anybody. It's okay. I don't want to tell. You know what I'm saying? Unless he has that kind of attitude, and even that kind of attitude, you don't go and just to the tabloids and out someone. You go to a health professional. You go to the police because he's endangering people's lives or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't like the whole story. I just did not like the whole story about, you know, that is his personal business. And if he doesn't want to talk about it, he shouldn't have to talk about it. But now he's feeling like he is forced to talk about it and give all these details because people have been blackmailing him. Now it's gotten to the point where they're going to go to the National Enquirer or whomever they were going to go to. You know, some people are just miserable as fuck. They need, like, some people just need, I don't even know, a hug, some love. Like, I mean, maybe they didn't get enough, like, attention when they were younger. I mean, I just don't understand these miserable ass people. Stay out of people's business, okay? The man told you had HIV. Why? First of all, why do you keep coming back? What was that about? You know what I'm saying? I guess you were coming back to keep getting the extortion money? Seriously? You're like, you know what I'm saying? So you risk your life catching HIV just because you want to get this extortion money from somebody? You might want to get your little 15 minutes of fame in the National Enquirer? I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. But he says that he's feeling healthy. He's off of drugs. He still drinks a little bit, but he feels like he's free. He's freeing himself by coming out with this story and not being blackmailed any longer. So he was saying that possibly his drinking may, you know what I'm saying, cease as well. His doctor was saying that, you know, there is a concern that he may fall into a deep depression or get back on drugs and stop taking his medicine or whatever. But to this day, he's been taking it every day, and he's healthy, and things are okay. I felt a little bad for him. Matt Lauer did ask him, was that his whole breakdown that he had a few years back, where he was always running around talking about winning. Y'all remember he was just like, we was like, what is wrong with Charlie Sheen? He was like, no, that didn't have anything to do with him finding out he had HIV. That was just him being high off he said roids. So, I thought that was for athletes, but I don't know. People be doing some getting high off of stuff that I have no idea what it even is, okay? Anyways, you guys, that's all I had. What do you think about Charlie Sheen? Do you think it was do you think that it's okay to blackmail someone about something as serious as that? Do you really think that that's okay? What goes around comes around. Karma is a bitch, okay? Trust me, I know. Okay? Karma's a bitch, and she will come back. It may be years from now. It may be tomorrow, but she will come and bite your ass. So just be careful, with what you say and what you do and how you treat people, all right? That's all I really had for tonight. You guys, I'm going to try and do more of these Girl What segments so you guys can get a little bit more of my personality and my thoughts on, issues that are going on. Not too deep, but like I said before, I don't like to get too deep, but anyways, it is what it is. And that's all I have. So leave your comments down below. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And please, until next time, stay real, stay safe, and stay tuned to Mika Chanel is just saying. Bye-bye.